Now playing podcast All Over the Road, New Orleans.
This All Over the Road New Orleans podcast is brought to you by Coin Trader Inc. Mind your money.
Now if we set it up, you know we set it up right. So I'ma start by thanking the announcer guy. Coming from Coin Trader Studios, we're bringing it live. And who am I? I go by the name of Darkest.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look in the 5 and 10,
glistening once again,
with candy canes and silver lanes aglow.
On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 6 geese a-laying, 5 gold rings, 4 golden birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in the pear tree.
Holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. Now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street,
here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane.
Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose, and his eyes made out of coal.
jingle bell, jingle bell rock, a jingle bell swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. Don't care about the present underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace.
It's the All Over the Road New Orleans Christmas Extravaganza. Wow, the whole crew is here. Vic, Nick, Ted, Derek, and Katie. Is Katie leaving the show? We'll try to get to the bottom of all that drama. What's a good place to go to avoid the Chinese takeover? Vic's got some ideas. What's the latest on the All Over the Road radio show? Plus details on the live All Over the Road New Orleans Eve Spectacular.
Thank you very much, Teddy. Teddy, you do a great introduction. Let me tell you something. The announcer guy is gone. I'm glad he's gone. You're a lot better. Oh, my goodness. He's a consummate pro.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. And the both of you that are listening as well. Let me tell you something. There has been, I don't know what to say, really. It's the holiday season.
Yeah, it is.
Now, what I did want to say is this. I want to thank Amanda Du Corbier for being on the last show. She was fantastic, and if you had a chance to check out some of her live streams during the holiday, she's doing them on Wednesday nights at 7 our time, right? I think that's what it is?
Yeah. I think so.
Right.
You can
that
find
was actually
that link.
two episodes back at this point.
Yeah,
No
she's
big
2
deal.
episodes back, but
Yeah.
she's still doing the Wednesday night. And one of our causes is getting behind local musicians and trying to help them out during this time. We're going to be talking a little bit more about the Funky Uncle. It's called Fridays at the Funky Uncle, that All Over the Road New Orleans is going to be involved in. But I think the real exciting news right now is this, and only this, and that is that Katie Bellarino is back on our show.
Wow.
I'm back.
I can't believe my eyes.
Yeah.
You know,
Unbelievable. Awesome.
She has her own show.
Yeah.
That's called Motivation Station. It's on the All Over the Road podcast network. I guess it would be our number 2 show. It was on its way to being the number 1 show.
It's a spinoff.
You know, like the first, but it faded fast. And of course, what Katie didn't understand is that you got to have content on a regular basis.
Yeah.
She's learning. She's an up-and-comer, man. What can you say?
However,
I'm such an amateur.
That's all right. She's getting it. She'll
however, she is my daughter. Before we talk about
get it.
her,
And wait, she is the heart of the show.
According to the
I
consultant,
still am the damn heart of the show.
And you know that the fact that she hasn't been here for so long, although we did call her a few weeks back and we had her on briefly, remember, we haven't had much heart on the show. I have to admit it. Without her here, without her presence, we're heartless.
There's been no heart on the show.
I'd like Derek to say something heartfelt about me right now.
Yeah,
Go ahead, please do.
Well, as the gallbladder of the show over here, I deeply miss Katie. I when I actually walked in and I saw her, I immediately my mood just it went sky high.
It did.
And me and Derek are sharing a mic, and when we do, we literally are almost kissing. Look.
Yep,
it's almost.
And you are maskless,
and you are speaking into the side of the mic.
We are.
Yeah, which that's why we have the Shure mics, so you can speak into the side of them.
Yeah, they're good. We're good. It's good to have you here.
It's good
Katie,
to have you back.
we did
Katie,
miss
really
you.
is.
I missed y'all too.
All kidding aside, I guess.
So, Katie was a little bit concerned because, with our relationship with Amanda Ducourrier, that she was going to be replaced. And let me just say that. Go ahead, Katie.
Well, yeah.
I'm not concerned. I know I'm getting replaced.
It all kind of happened so fast.
Actually,
You literally went and picked someone prettier, more talented, who has a following, all of it.
Well-
It's clear what's happening.
First of all, the reason why I did pick her is she reminds me a lot of you. She really does. She kind of sounds like it. She acts like you. You're the same age.
Yes, I'll take it.
Yes.
Can I tell you a funny story about Amanda Ducourrier?
Yeah, please. Sure.
So I've always known of her. She was extremely well known when we were in high school, and Matt even was like, "Oh yeah, Amanda Ducourrier." She was a cheerleader and really popular homecoming court. Matt went to Rummel and everything, local high school.
She went to Chappelle.
Yeah, so everyone knows Amanda Ducourrier.
Just for those that
she's kind of a big deal.
Just for those of you that are listening from out of state, and we have a lot of listeners out of state because this is a worldwide show. We're worldwide.
Oh, yeah.
Here in New Orleans, when people say to you, "Hey, where'd you go to school?" You don't say LSU. You don't say Tulane. You tell them when you went to high school. Seriously. I mean, that's the thing about it. Did you ever notice that, Derek? I know you're not from here.
It caught me off guard. Yeah. It caught me off guard. I don't even know why I even got a bachelor's degree, in all honesty, because it doesn't matter in this city. They're just
Look, if you want one, if you want to make something up, like I did, on my LinkedIn with Rutgers, just use Brother Martin. Brother Martin usually works pretty good.
Usually it'll go pretty far because nobody really checks into it.
Because there's a lot of brothers there, and nobody knows who the hell Mr. Martin is. That's the damn truth.
That's true.
It's also a Saint Martin, so you can pretty much just roll with it.
Yeah. Saint Brother Martin.
Katie, I'm waiting on Amanda to call us. Okay, so she may call us. Where does that come over, Nick? It comes over in this one?
On the,
by the button that looks like a cell phone.
How about where it says
the
phone?
The button that looks like a cell phone.
It'll
this
be the
one
blue
too?
one. Mm-hmm.
This one too? Okay.
There you go.
So, Katie is doing a great job. Of course, she does her own podcast. She's got Glow Hair and Beauty Bar that a lot of people follow, and it's the hottest salon, and I'm proud of her. She's she's my daughter. Well, I'm not looking to get rid of her, okay? But I got to do what I got to do.
It's all got to be about the show. That's not about one individual.
It's strictly
Except for you.
business.
And I think with the rub, I'm not so concerned about this than Ted is. I'm going to speak for you now, Ted, if you don't mind.
Ted, what is he about to say?
I'm going to tell you.
There's an echo in my mic.
You know what? Tonight, should bet because you're not up close to it.
I'm on it.
Look, tonight we might as well just call this the Christmas/Festivus edition, because we're gonna. You might want to air some grievances. If you're gonna do it, you do it now. But Ted,
someone needs to fix my mic.
It's working. I
It's
hear it
not,
good.
Nick.
Let me turn your headphones up. What is she? Is she two?
No, Nick. Do you hear it?
I don't hear it.
I mean, I hear.
Why doesn't my mic sound like y'all's
Now, I
mic?
hate to say this, but would Amanda act like this? I'm not. I mean, really. Come on, Katie.
Trying to keep y'all in line. That
Katie,
actually,
you sound good. You sound good in my headphones.
you did something different. That sounds better.
Okay, I turned your volume up in your headphones. Is what I did.
Did you?
Yes.
Maybe it's too loud.
It sounds like they're trying to sabotage you and the way you sound, and so Amanda sounds better.
Or her?
I'm just saying that.
Please stand by.
It just seems like a collusion because Nick's just sitting there silently. He's just like, "What's a microphone?"
Amanda's getting her nails done.
Oh,
okay. I mean, hold on a second.
Katie, she doesn't do that.
No. She's too busy working. So let me finish what I was saying. about Katie. Okay, she's got the Glow Hair and Beauty Bar. It's a great place. I get my Jesse Palmer haircut there all the time. I don't know if you know this or not, if you've been noticing, but I have a Jesse Palmer haircut. As a matter of fact, Scott Walker was in, the councilman from Jefferson Parish, former news anchor on Channel 6. The first, what did he say, Katie, the first thing you saw me?
OMG, is that Jesse Palmer?
There you go. Is that Jesse Palmer? I don't know if you noticed it. I've been doing a little Jesse Palmer thing with it.
Yeah.
But you know,
it looks nice.
Katie's a chip off the old block, but let me tell you where Teddy first got upset. Remember when we did the live thing at your Moxie opening, the soft opening?
Yeah.
It was kind of soft, Derek. It was a soft opening. You showed up. Dan
We
Schneider
had a lot
showed
of
up.
people. Bob Del Giorno, the legend.
Yeah. My
Dan
daddy.
Schneider, the pharmacist.
Yeah.
And all kinds of people. From the Mission, New Orleans Mission.
Johnny Chauvin.
Anyways,
That's a big deal.
I remember. Go ahead.
But there was one person who did not show up.
No, that's not
And this
true.
is what really... Ted was more upset about it than me, actually. Ted, you
I
want to say
remember
something?
you saying that.
Here
I remember
we
you saying
did-
that it chapped your ass.
It did chap my ass. Yeah, it did. I mean, here we are right outside the door at Moxie, devoting our time. 3 hours of broadcast time.
broadcast excellence.
Valuable.
Excellence.
Excellent broadcast time.
Drew a
With
huge crowd.
Guests coming from
Oh
who
my
knows
God,
where.
they're
But,
coming
you know,
from all
we
over.
all the preparation Nick put into this.
They came
and
from
Ted
St. Bernard?
and Vic. And then where's Katie? Where's Katie? She showed up at the beginning. Hey, I'll see you guys. I'll be back out here.
No, she showed up so I could run a tab for the coffees.
Yeah.
She wanted to make sure that she had my credit card so I could run a tab.
Wait.
For the coffees.
Not true.
Are you serious? We had to
That's
pay
not-
for the 2 coffees?
Hey,
if I'm lying,
that
I'm
is
dying.
not true. He gave me his card because he's a good guy.
Because he's your dad.
And he was trying to support me.
Yeah.
I did not.
All right. Well, I don't know. I thought it was kind of,
We're going to talk about Katie right now, but I could go into how she stole Nick and he's schlepping coffee. Everybody's schlepping coffee. There's
Yeah.
coffee being schlepped. People going
now
up and
when-
down.
I can vouch for Nick,
Lying out
though.
freaking down the block.
when we
doesn't
schedule
sell itself.
coffee.
when we schedule something now, we have to find out if Nick's
Yeah.
busy at Moxie.
Schlepping coffee.
You know, I mean, it's crazy.
It's only freaking coffee.
I'm going to need Nick to defend me right now as he's wearing his Moxie hat.
He better not.
I'm a company
he knows
man.
better. He knows
I'll
better.
say that
I went into
this
the
young
family
man,
business.
He
Wait.
makes a mean cup of gingerbread latte right there.
Yeah.
He does.
I do.
He was made with love.
He don't make them. Someone hands them to him. And
No,
he waits
no,
a quick-
No, sometimes I make
no.
them.
It's
Yeah.
he's
Sometimes I
his
do make
sweet
them.
hands. He actually put his hand in the latte. I thought
He doesn't know.
That's how I
different.
stir 'em.
He doesn't know schist. He doesn't know schist
with his
about
stir
coffee.
finger. Oh, geez.
I was working that day. I had no idea how busy it was going to be with all y'all's people showing up and
We
buying
brought in a
coffee.
crowd.
Yes, so I
What were
couldn't leave. I couldn't leave the register.
You couldn't walk like
And
7
then-
feet to where we were set up.
Okay,
And-
but this is the honest truth, and it doesn't really
See,
matter.
this is why Amanda looked attractive.
Yeah.
To
She
me.
does. I literally had an ulcer attack, y'all. My ulcer started acting up that day, and I had to take medicine, and I had a tummy ache.
Okay, so
It's a real story.
You have an ulcer?
I have a freaking ulcer that
You're
acts up.
34 years old. How old are you? 35?
I lead a stressful life, and I have an ulcer that acts up and ruptures.
I had to put some salve on my boil.
She's 34
okay,
years old.
I just idea. So to make it up to us, Katie, you could maybe give us free coffee for life.
For life.
You can start big
It'll be juice
and,
if you do that.
and negotiate down.
You can't handle the juice.
I'm not saying I'm going to go there every day. I don't even live in New Orleans, so it'd be once in a while.
How
But
about
this is good for family members as well and friends of mine that are in town. I send them over to Moxie's and they're.
how about this? How about if I'm
Complimentary.
working
Yeah.
and I'm the one checking you out, you get free coffee.
There you go.
That's not a bad deal.
I'm not done talking about it yet.
No.
Okay.
Look at him with his glasses.
I'm feeling better. I'm
He's
feeling better
such
about
a
it.
weirdo.
I really. Derek, what do you think of the coffee? What do you think? Have you had the coffee at Moxie on the Ridge Lake and Metairie Road?
I've had a couple of pumpkin spice lattes, like any masculine man would, and then I also had a gingerbread latte, as a more masculine man was, because I'm more masculine than I was back then. So
Yeah.
And
So
who waited on you over there?
a little of everybody.
Yeah,
In many ways,
was Nick there?
Nick was there.
Now,
been there.
the thing about Nick is he has responsibilities for me.
Yeah. Well,
And
actually,
I have been taking.
yeah.
I got to be careful with Nick because he's sensitive. Katie's not so sensitive.
I am sensitive.
Katie's not so sensitive.
I'll say he was actually on the phone and he was pulling levers behind, and he was like, "I'm doing this for Vic."
Yeah.
But I'm gonna still make your latte, Mister. Yeah, and he was he's great at his job all the way around.
I'm at the bottom of his list.
Okay.
You know.
Oh no.
He hasn't shown me the list.
That is not true. He was about to dump me like a bad habit the other day
Yeah, I
for
thought-
you.
And let me tell
For
you this.
you.
I thought I had a wild
Now
career
you're
ahead of
being-
me.
And Nick's going through a stressful time right now because it's right before Christmas, and he's going to get some pants. People are going to buy him pants. I bought him a pair of pants, as a matter of fact. And he never wants to try on the
I'm gonna have
pants.
to try them on. And
He never likes to try. I go, Nick, if you try it on the pants, if you try it on the pants, and he wears them low and everything. I
There's
don't
just
know, it's a whole
anxiety
different
that
story.
washes over me when I start thinking about trying on clothes.
Poor Nick.
Wow, this got dark.
But everybody's schlepping coffee. And Katie hasn't been on a podcast for a while. I'm glad you're on the pod. How did you weren't doing your motivation station? You did one yesterday. You taped one yesterday with Flash Ford, rather, who's a celebrity. So now, what are your Derek? I mean, am I wrong? What are her plans? I mean, am I out of line to ask her what her plans are? And,
Well, I mean, as a father talking to his daughter, I think we're well within that right? I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no child myself.
Well, it is more personal for Vic. But then, Katie she made the video that night when all this was coming down, and I think they're trying to get me off the show. Then kind of
she did
asking me to get between her and her dad.
Yeah.
Because he was freaking ghosting my phone call.
Yeah. Do we have that queued up? Can we play that? I wanted to play that real quick. What thread was that on with the?
It was just me, you, and Ted.
Just me, you, and Ted.
Right.
And Uncle Ted answers my phone
It's posted
calls.
to the Facebook page.
It's on the Facebook page. If you follow us on Facebook, which we have over
My
2,000.
dad's lucky that I wasn't the kid that was like, "Dad, I'm drunk. Please come pick me up," because I'd still be stuck somewhere drunk. He wouldn't answer his phone.
Right.
No, I wouldn't do that to you, of course. I would never do that to you.
Don't answer your phone.
You just call Uncle Ted then when you're drunk. You don't call your dad.
Yeah.
That's he's my designated driver every
Call me.
Monday.
I'll take
So
care of
that's-
you.
Nick, can you find the darn video? I don't know why I'm spacing out and can't find
It's
it.
on your phone, Dad. It's our
I know,
text
but
message.
I'm gonna.
Nick doesn't have the video.
I got it.
Just hold it up to the mic.
Here it comes.
Vic is ducking me because
First of all, I'm your dad. I'm not Vic. Vic is ducking me.
When we deal with the podcast, you're Vic. Any other day, you are my dad.
I will have to side with Katie on that. You got to pick who you are
Exactly.
at what moment, and it's hard for people to guess.
I have to
read your mind.
I have to compartmentalize
I mean,
my
you're
father.
Okay, you're never my dad. Okay, I
No,
get it.
he's dad when we're like home and he's being my dad. But like when we hit this table, he's Vic.
You're Vic.
I'm dad every time we go out to dinner. Is what I am.
Absolutely.
Yes, I am. All right. Well, here's the rest of it.
Yeah.
If you missed it, the first thing she said. The first thing she said is, "I think Vic is."
Are you drinking a beer?
Yes, he's drinking a beer.
This family therapy sessions pushed me to drinking now.
I pushed him into it. I peer pressured him.
The Del Jonos aren't drinking, but the associates are.
Give Derek the mic. Derek, did I not whisper something in your ear? Oh my God, that's Michael. That's Michael. Hold on.
Who's Michael? Is that like a bookie or is that like
No,
could be.
Michael's not a bookie.
Brother Michael.
Oh, brother Mike.
Well, you got to edit this, Teddy. And this is there's times when you don't edit this stuff. You'll leave this in, Moke.
And this is when you call him Vic.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is he
Okay.
coming through?
Okay,
Mo?
Vic.
Michael Deltron, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest of all Deltrons, as far as radio, I think. That's just me.
Well, I thought you took that.
Where
class.
was I? We were talking about what? Oh,
You're gonna play the video.
You're like, let's get back to verbally bashing my
All right,
brother.
here it is.
Yeah, where were
Here's
we?
the rest of it. The first thing she said is, she said this. She goes, "I think Vic is ducking me."
I'm pretty sure he's kicking me off the show. I feel like he's kicking me off the show.
Yeah, you should. Okay, and so that was it. Okay.
To the point.
By the way, your hair looked terrific. You know.
Thank you. I don't remember what it looked like.
Nice compliment.
Well, she does own a salon.
You know, Katie, it's like I told you. You know, I sent the text messages out, and I told you how I felt about it and how much I was cut deep about it. Derek, wouldn't you? I mean, there's your own daughter leaving. She's the heart of the show. She's Yoko Ono. She's the Baltimore Colts, all wrapped in one.
The beer is starting to hit my system now.
Nice.
And I stopped feeling feelings a few minutes ago, so I have no idea what's going
one
on.
beer.
I don't even know where I'm at.
It's one beer.
Take
Let me get this straight, guys.
You want the rest of mine?
I sent the video saying that I felt like I was getting kicked off the show, and now Dad's spinning it like a psychopath and going, I can't believe you're leaving. I can't believe.
Well, you know,
it's cutting me to the core that you're leaving the show. I didn't say I was leaving the show. I said you're kicking me off the show. And he's like, I'm so sad you're leaving. He just is like trying to play like these Jedi mind tricks with me.
Well, it's his role of Dad and Vic. They collide.
Listen to him texting.
That's his
No,
bit.
I'm pulling something
Listen,
up.
listen,
No,
hear
I
it?
mean, first and foremost, I mean, you come before anything. I mean, you know, you're.
And let it be known, I said, you're kicking me off the show. I know it. And he goes, you're the one. I should read what he wrote me.
Oh, no.
Does this constitute as something a father would write a daughter? He's like, that's you.
Let me tell you something, Katie.
You're psycho.
Let me tell you something. What's going on here? Why did it shut off?
It's psycho music.
He's psycho. Listen to him.
Okay.
No,
First of
let
all-
me finish.
All right, go ahead. You got time.
He said, you're the one that started a podcast and quit it to go schlep coffee like Mel's
Exactly.
Diner, is what he said.
Say that.
And I'm like, first of all, I love Mel's Diner. It's literally my favorite diner in all of LA. Second of all, I did not quit the podcast. I had to put it on the back burner because I had priorities, Dad.
Well,
Other priorities,
I don't know
sir.
if do you ever listen to the podcast anymore?
Yes.
Did you listen to the last podcast we did?
No, because he just posted it. Hey, Mary.
It's Mary Semper, everyone's favorite.
It's my daughter who will never be a part of the show because I don't want this crap.
Do you have any grievances you want to air?
Yeah.
Teddy, we can't air that.
I'm just answered it to tell her that I can't talk.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh,
All right. Well, here's the deal, Katie. If you listen to the last podcast, you know, we had Amanda on. And then I had to walk back some stuff. I had to walk back. Well, you know, the Fanapt stuff, about the medication Fanapt.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He did walk back some stuff. He moonwalked it.
I don't know what walk back means.
Tell her what walk back
Pushback.
means,
Like
Derek.
he's-
Tell her what walk back means. Somebody tell her.
Well, he made some statements and then he
retracted.
He retracted those. He took those back. He was
Yeah.
like, I didn't
mean those words.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Katie has kind of put a whole new light on this thing, in my opinion, with her thinking I'm kicking her off the show and being jealous of Amanda and everything. We did a thing on Fanapt. It's a medication. It's about schizophrenia. Okay? And what happened is I started...
Do you have schizophrenia?
Well...
You probably do.
They're running all these ads. They run them during the football games.
I think all over the road, your followers are well aware that you have something going on when I catch you in your natural habitat. Has anyone seen those videos yet?
It's kind of
Those
like
are
the
good
power of suggestion. You know, when you see something over and over, you said, oh, yeah, I think I have that. You know? And I think that's taken the effect on Vic.
That was on the last show.
With Fanapt.
Okay, so Fanapt is a new medication out there to medicate schizophrenia. All right? They play it during the darn football games. Unless it's on during a Western or a football game, I'm not going to see it.
Right.
And it's real dramatic. You've seen them, Nick.
Of course I have.
Okay. You were there when I was watching and said, oh, my God.
Yeah, you said this is checking the box.
So I want to make sure that everybody knows that mental illness is a real thing.
Well,
I've
yeah,
suffered with it.
of
We
course.
probably all suffered, especially during COVID. People are real discovering it. You've struggled with it, Katie. Okay. And so Fanapt treats schizophrenia. All right. So there's really three things with the schizophrenia. You're either, you think someone's watching you. Okay. And that's not you. All right. You're hearing voices. First of all, I'm all three.
You're hearing voices.
Yeah.
Are you trying to diagnose me?
I'm just telling you. Listen.
These are just the symptoms.
Watching you is number one. There's three. No, these aren't symptoms. Well, they're symptoms. Yeah, they are symptoms.
Wait a second. Do you see she may have inherited this? Is that what you're saying here?
Is schizophrenia genetic?
Because you are her
I
dad,
had no idea.
I
her
actually never thought
father.
of that, but that's pretty good.
I'm not trying to determine whether that's what he's trying to say here.
It's tough to determine what he's trying to say here.
I know.
I'm trying to let people talk. That's my new thing.
You're losing your outline. You're losing your train of thought.
I'm all prepared. I'm all prepared. Okay.
He's mellow yellow.
Look,
It's true.
I
He
don't know
actually-
if we're ever going to come to any kind of conclusion on this because the drama will continue, and I think the
Between
only,
her and Amanda? We're waiting to hear from
I
Amanda.
got nothing against Amanda. It's you.
There's only one
Did you
way to
see
sell
what
it.
Amanda posted and said to you? What'd she say? Do you remember? Did you get that one backhand compliment she gave you?
What?
She said, if you let me know, she said, I'll put in a good word for you.
wow, that's. I mean, even Amanda feels like her word carries something around here already. I mean, seriously. I mean, come on, I haven't even met her. We haven't even met her in person. Never.
We like her style.
We like your style. But
Okay, so-
but what I was going to say, but I don't know. You have maybe more to say about this, but I would just say that we could move on with the Katie drama, or however you want to put it. If Katie would make a bigger commitment to the show, and try to stick to it.
I don't disagree with that, but let me finish talking about Fanapt here. Okay. Watching.
He's not done.
I'm all three.
Wait, there's more.
No, there's more.
He's kind of
a little more. There's a little more. Not a lot more. Okay.
This is the song I listen to in the shower. I just want to throw that out there. Anybody at home listening, just
exactly.
Bring a little butter knife with you. Make it hurt. You get a butter knife. It doesn't go clean. It's like a bludgeoning stab.
Psycho. He's so psycho.
When you get that butter knife, a nice dull knife does a better job.
Is this a Christmas show?
Yeah, we're gonna do a little.
This is a Festivus.
What we are going to do is the cards and letters have been coming in. People wanting us to play a Christmas song, and the number one rated and requested song was "Walking Around in Women's Underwear." So you will hear that song on this show. Maybe not all of it, but maybe a minute.
Walking
At least the first minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's "Watching You" was one. Number two, "Hearing Voices." Now this is Katie's. People are out
To get me.
To get you.
That is 100%.
Uh-oh, Katie.
Well,
So-
Katie, do you have that outside of the show kind of thing too, or is it just within
yeah.
this room, so to speak?
I feel like people are out to get me, for sure.
You do? Yeah.
I do too, Katie.
Maybe they are.
Well,
You got any enemies?
No, so people are out to get you. But what I'm trying to tell you is when you post a video like that, the Vic's
I
kicking me
didn't
off the
post
show.
it. I sent it to you.
Well, you're going to send it. We're going to post it.
I get it.
Y'all
I
posted
posted
that?
it.
Yeah, we posted it.
Nick,
I made him post it. It was a direct order.
Ted, you posted that.
It's a direct order.
It was a direct order.
I had no idea. I have no idea where
It
I'm
was
at
a
even
direct
still,
order
so.
from your daddy.
He's out to get me. He's out to freaking sabotage
No,
me.
I'm not. No, I'm not. This is going somewhere.
Katie did think at one point that you were out to sabotage her. So
Yeah, and did I? Was I? But
Remember, he was calling.
I
He was
don't know
calling the
anymore,
phone. He
Rev.
was calling the office phone during one of my podcasts constantly, trying to get the phone to ring. He was sabotaging me. Look at him.
Nick, do you think that's true? You're
Nick,
around me most of the
Nick.
time.
I don't know, Katie. You may have.
If I'm not with Nick, I'm like not here. I'm not. I'm in bed or I'm asleep.
True.
I'm sleep. I'm total sleep.
I don't think you're out to get Katie. No.
No, I don't either. But this is the one.
Nick has to say that.
So one of those three things, you're possible, schizophrenic, and you might need some medication. And when you post a video, like the one you post, Vic's out to get me. Vic's out
I
to
didn't post it.
I think she said
You
that.
posted
That was the
it.
title on it too. Yeah.
Yeah, the title was Vic's out to get me.
Yeah.
All right, and then she
Y'all
says,
are freaking black. Y'all are. What is it called? You're trying to frame me.
I don't like to say
"No,
color.
it's not true.
Katie
We're
may
trying to
have an
help
issue because I think there was a time in the past year you thought we were trying to get you off the show too. This isn't the first time, is it?
I was going to say blackmailing
No, this
me,
is the
but I meant to
I don't
say
know.
framing
This is the
me.
first time I'd want to get her off. You've been trying to get her off.
Whoa. The truth.
But of
has
course, I
now
carry
come
no
out.
weight around here, so it
Let
doesn't
me
really matter.
say something
What I-
very
Here we
clear.
go.
He's your uncle now.
Y'all
Here it
kick me
is.
off this show. I will compete with you, and
no.
I will
No, you won't
crush
because
you.
you cannot because you can't put up regular content.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. You won't do it. You'll
I'm
skip
gonna.
3, 4.
I'm
You
gonna
won't do
commit
it.
to once a month.
Who's going to produce your show, Nick?
Nick for free coffee.
Nick.
I pay Nick
Nick-
with things,
Yeah.
not money.
Things.
Barter.
Things.
Good old fashioned barter.
Derek, what do you have to
I'm
say?
gonna tell you something. It's good old fashioned barter.
I get a
free
dinner
coffee.
here or there.
Go ahead,
free
Derek.
coffee.
Nick got the floor.
Nick just told me he got 15% discount at the coffee shop. Nothing about free coffee. I
did
have no
get
idea what's going on. That's 15%
He didn't
was
say
the
that.
employee discount. That was
Katie's
is.
not giving anybody a 15% discount. Well, first of all, I'm very proud of my daughter. She's a. I never had a son, But she's Little Vic.
I'm the son he never had.
Feeling better now?
So what I'm saying is when you post a video like that about, Vic's trying...
I didn't post it, you psychopath! You did!
Did you see it on the website, Derek?
I have not. I have
Because you don't
not.
go to the website.
Well, it's not that I don't go to the website. It's
or the Facebook.
On our Facebook,
Okay.
it's been viewed 60 times.
And when you post a video like that,
I'm pretty sure he's kicking me off the show. I feel like he's kicking me off the show.
Am I losing my mind? Can anyone help me here?
You can't post a video like that.
when you
post a video like that.
When you do post a video like that,
what?
That would make me think that you think someone's out to get you, and I can tell you it's totally untrue. It's totally untrue. So
yeah, we're not out to get you, Katie.
I'm watching
We
it
just,
right now.
you're watching?
I'm watching it. Your hair does look great.
Look at her face.
God, wait, I had just gotten a spray tan and hadn't even washed off the bronzer.
Have you been sharing the show, Derek?
I have not. But it's.
Why is he still here?
Katie kept asking me that. It's like, why are you here? And
It's because we say incendiary things that HGTV
No, you
would
don't want to
not-
know why? You want to know why? Because he's Vic's pet. He's the host's pet. That's why he's still around.
Well, that's true.
I love Derek. He's still around. Okay, so
Well, we all love Derek.
all right.
But even though we don't share the show, he's safe.
Watching you, hearing voices, people out trying to get me. And when you post a video like that,
I'm pretty sure he's kicking me off the show. I feel like he's kicking me off the show.
all right, I'm just telling you, it's totally untrue, and no one is out to get you. You're always welcome on the show. Amanda's going to be a contributor. She's going to be our go-to girl, when it comes to, local musicians and what's going on with these people. And she was never going to be on the podcast. She was just going to be on the radio show that we were going to do.
What's that? Let's talk about that.
Well, we were going to save it for the next show. We're going to save it
We
for the
might
next
as well talk about it now. We had teased it.
Well, why don't y'all talk about it next
Save
show?
it.
Save
for the
it.
next
Save
show.
it.
As a matter of fact, since Derek is here and you brought it up, Katie, we were going to save it for the next show.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about what happened with the radio show, the major announcement that did not happen. And we're going to do that as All Over the Road continues here on the podcast network that people love, the All Over the Road podcast network. We'll be right back.
All Over the Road New Orleans is brought to you by Coin Trader Inc. Mind your money.
For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. Whoever believes in him won't perish. You left-wingers, you Marxists, you got hell to pay. It's coming. You lose. Oh, but we won the election. You lose. Because you didn't bow your knee to God and Him only. And you weren't thankful. And you didn't give. There was no generosity, not one bit. If they'll lie, they'll steal. And if they'll lie and steal, they will kill. That's who's running your country.
This year, don't leave your home, don't gather, wear a mask, and there will be no dancing and no singing because it's not safe. However, what is allowed is fear, obedience, isolation, poverty, and therefore a growing dependency on your government. Because that all seems safe. And it would also be great if you could pretend that this year's restrictions are just going to be for this year. Because, of course, we'll be glad to hand you your freedoms back after we've taken them. So for the holidays, please keep being obedient and handing us your freedoms. You're doing a great job of doing your part. As your supreme leaders, we wish you a very Merry Communist Christmas.
All right, we're back. All Over the Road New Orleans, the podcast with myself, Victor Del Giorno, executive producer Nick Vogel from HGTV, selling the Big Easy, local celebrity and the possessor of the best ginger chest hairs for the 70-plus demo. Derek is here, and of course, my brother in broadcasting, Ted Semper. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
So we got that behind us. Katie, we're not kicking you off the show.
Yeah, we just want a
Well,
little
can
more.
we tell you when we tape? You got to show up.
Can we get a little more commitment from you?
Yeah, can we get a commitment from you?
Look, we understand you're a busy girl, busy, mom, your wife, you all that thing going on. We know it. But
I went from having like 3 off days a week to 1.
yeah.
That's legit what just happened to my life.
Well, take a little time and smell the roses.
So I guess that's,
I just
that means-
genuinely enjoy working.
Well, if Joe Biden gets in, we're going to have a problem. I figured out.
Pretty sure he's in, guys.
Okay.
Pretty sure he's the president.
No, we're denying it. It's not January 5th yet.
This is the crowd we're with here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No. There's a possibility.
Yeah, there is.
But let me just say this to you, okay? I was talking to a friend of mine. They're buying all these big ranches, the Chinese in Texas, these big, like 80,000 acre spreads. They're buying them.
Who?
Chinese.
The Chinese. Oh, my God. China. So the thing is that, I always thought if things got bad here in other parts of the U.S., everybody just goes to Texas because there's something in their state law that they can break away and be their own country.
Yeah.
But things aren't going well in Texas. They're under the ether too. So you can't go to Texas. So there's 2 places that we can go. And Katie, you're involved in this because you're my daughter and you have my grandkids. And the only reason why I'm trying to hang around in life is for my grandkids.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I'm trying to hang around.
Yeah.
Okay. There's another place we can go. Okay, and that's Panama City, Panama. I've been there. It's a beautiful place. It's very low cost of living. They use the American dollar. They have the American military. They have the Panama Canal. That's the one place.
What about Dominican Republic?
No.
Sorry,
it's an
I
awful
mentioned
place.
They have nice beaches.
Now, if it gets really bad, the one place you can go where no one can ever touch you,
Alaska.
Israel.
Yeah,
Israel will be the last country standing. I promise you. And before all this COVID stuff,
he's read the book.
Yeah, I read the book. I read the leather
Read the
book.
book.
Go ahead, Derek. What do you got to
Which
say?
book would that be?
The leather one.
Okay.
The leather one.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we're on the same
book.
page.
The book. The gospel. So anyway, before all this stuff happened with COVID, there were all these commercials running on the football games and they were really high tech, very well produced commercials. Derek, you're in the television business.
I've been there before.
And guess what they were promoting? They were tourism in Tel Aviv. They were showing like hot nightclubs and food and the tapestry and the beauty.
Oh yeah.
Of what is Israel. And they were promoting, hey, come visit, come to Israel. You're looking for vacation, you come to Israel.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the last place standing. Now you might have to see like missiles flying over your head, but that's cool.
That's part of that. I
got no problem with that.
Absolutely. I mean, that's ambiance of the discotheques of Tel Aviv. You just got flying missiles. But it's kind of like the Las Vegas of the Middle East, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
The little boo.
Have you been there? Have you been to
Part
Israel?
of the charm.
No, I've never been to Israel.
No, I haven't either.
No, I haven't.
You lead the way. Let's go. Take the show over there. We can do a show from there.
We'll do a show from the Jordan.
Awesome.
All right, now listen. Okay, since Katie talked about it, we were talking about the conflict between Amanda and Katie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I mean, there's definitely a little conflict there. Probably a little mutual envy, a little bit.
No, it's probably not mutual. It's just me being envious of her. I'm sure.
I think it's just female.
she did a single.
Female envy.
She did a single with Manny Fresh. Katie, did you know that?
Oh, you're making it worse.
Did you know she did a single with Manny
No,
Fresh?
I didn't know
You know
that.
what? I don't think that's something I'd be too proud of, anyways.
Why? Why? Manny Fresh?
I don't know. What's the big deal about Manny Fresh? I mean, you act like that's like a big deal.
Well, number one, he was my
He's
neighbor.
rich, snitch. He's a real big timer.
Okay, so now you're
the big timers, cash money.
See how it is. See how the family all of a sudden.
Yeah, but you're
they were apart. They were apart a little while ago, but then they came right back together.
But
there.
personally, Manny Fresh. Okay, she did a.
What do you think of Manny
We bond on aggression.
What was it on the charts? The single with Manny
It
Fresh.
actually hit the charts. It was called
it?
Psycho.
Yeah, was it?
And she did a video, which was very
right. We played a little bit on the podcast.
But that was like
back.
12 years ago.
Oh,
that was 12 years ago.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
it was that old.
And she's been.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were talking about the conflict between Amanda, who's a lot like Katie. They're born the same year,
Mm-hmm.
and her being involved with the network here. But it was going to be more of her involved in a radio show. Okay, now, Derek, you were involved in this somewhat because I called you when this radio show. We were almost going to do a morning radio show here in New Orleans. And we were going to cross promote the radio and the podcast in the radio. Now the radio would be live, and you got to do in the morning. You got to give them a little traffic. Traffic. I was just going to go on my balcony over here and look out my balcony.
You got a great view from here.
Yeah,
great view of the traffic.
There's the whole freaking traffic.
He's like the girl on Mean Girls. It's a 30% chance that it's actually raining.
I mean,
Yeah.
can I not see it from my? I can't.
You see one section of the intersection.
No, I can
You can see the 6-10-10 or whatever it is out
that's
there.
all that matters. You know, coming from Kenner, it's always the same. There's that back up at Kenner, and then anyway.
Well, anyway, just talk. We went in to have a meeting at this. Do we want to mention the station? Probably not.
No, we won't mention the station.
We won't mention it.
But
We
Derek
went in-
was involved.
Derek-
No, I want you to pick this up. Just hold on, just for 1 second, Teddy. Okay.
No, hold on.
I called Derek. Right, Derek? Derek, don't play with the kids.
I'm sorry.
Don't
Sorry.
play-
There's
I'm
a child
sorry
in the
about
room,
that.
so
No.
yeah, no, you're okay.
There's chocolate in the room. It ain't you. And I called you and I said what, Derek?
You said big things are coming. Big things are coming. Quit your day job right now and come work over here with me.
It all happened so fast.
And I quit my job immediately. Like he said,
the TV job.
You called HGTV immediately.
Immediately.
No, I'm out. Sorry, I got another commitment.
No. You said you were in search of a pseudo attractive weatherman on your morning radio show, and I happen to have known one.
Being attractive on the radio show is really important.
Pseudo. Yeah.
I know.
You don't have to be too
Derek's
hot.
got a great voice too.
Yeah, we can. It was all coming together. Vic and myself, we had a meeting at this so-called radio station. We didn't even go in there to really talk about a radio show, although it's always been kind of an idea, right? Like to expand the podcast.
Get the old show.
Get the old show back together and all that. So we went in there talking about how we can do something with that radio station or the people there to promote local musicians. So we talked about that. And then, if I recall, Vic just blurts out, "We want to do your morning show."
Well, of course. I want to do a morning show just to get on the air. To shame WWL for not hiring me.
Well, yeah.
That's true.
And the guy had listened to the podcast, so he was familiar. So he was immediately jumping on the idea. He's like, yeah, it'd be great. Yeah,
of course.
All right, so it all started to come together, and it all came together very quickly. That's when Vic called everybody.
Yeah, but when I called Derek, it wasn't, I didn't tell Derek.
Not right
how old are
away.
you, Derek? 34?
I turn 35 tomorrow, Vic.
Okay, well, happy birthday.
Yeah, I know.
Happy birthday.
I know.
Yeah, happy birthday. But obviously, you got something wrong with your brain.
Well, that's
because
true.
I told you that have you not wanted to be a weatherman?
I've my whole life I've wanted to be a weather girl. It's been my it's been the dream.
You got the legs for it, but the chest
just think how close that dream came to being true.
It was
coming
very
to
close.
fruition.
I couldn't sleep that night.
Yeah.
I was just staring
I
at the ceiling.
understand. And I'd be honest, we were excited about it.
We were.
We were genuinely excited. And without getting into all the details, I mean, it came apart quicker than it went together, which was very quick. And so now it's not happening, although it could happen somewhere else one day. It could even happen at that station. Who knows? One day, And Katie, you were going to be a part of it too. So
It's not going to be at that
she wasn't.
station.
She wasn't going to be a part of it. Amanda was.
Well, I don't know.
Katie's not going to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and do a radio show for 2 hours.
Excuse me. I opened the coffee shop and I'm there at 6:15.
Well, you'd have to
but
be
you can't do the show from the
air.
coffee
This
shop.
is live every day.
I'm just saying. Are you trying to say I won't wake up
Would
early?
you commit? Would you commit
No.
to a 6? No,
Katie,
No.
Katie, right? Okay,
No,
well,
but you're acting like I'm physically unable. I mean, I could if I
But
wanted
see,
to.
you weren't going to be. You're the podcast. You're the heart of the show, according to Randy Land Company. And Amanda was just going to do the radio, and she was a substitute for you because she kind of reminds me of you. So if I can't have you, she knows nothing about radio.
That's
nothing.
right.
I would have.
She's a singer. She knows
She's a
all
singer.
about stuff like that.
Well, you're a singer too.
Not professionally.
Well, yeah, you are because you had a singing event. What were they? You were the Dixie Divas. What were you?
But she's never done.
Really?
She's never done a
Dazzle
single
dolls.
with Manny
You were the
Fresh.
Dazzle. You were a Dazzle doll. You put on a show.
Yeah.
You charged people money. You did it 3
Oh,
nights and
wow.
sold out.
Really?
And you sang.
That's okay.
That kind of makes you a singer.
Yeah, makes you
I
more
was
than
there.
that. That's a
It was
performer.
incredible. I was there. Were you there? Were you there?
I was there all 3 nights.
You were there the same time I was.
I
How
was standing by the bar, and Marlene kept comping me beers.
Dad was the announcer guy every night.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I didn't- I don't know how I didn't put one and one together. I was there one of the nights. I can't remember.
Well, you didn't know me then.
Well, that's true. I mean, I had your poster on my wall, but I didn't know you. You know what I mean?
So the plan was is me and Ted do the show.
Yeah.
It's a lot like All Over the Road, but it's for radio.
Yeah, Nick was going to be on it.
Nick was going to be
He was
on a
gonna be
couple
there.
days.
I was gonna be the sports
Nick
guy.
couldn't commit to 5 days a
Sports
week.
guy.
You know why? Because he's schlepping freaking coffee.
Because
Yeah,
he
but I was
had
going to record
prior
the sports.
commitments.
I was going to record sports in the morning, and that would be my submission every day.
But then you were going to come in 2 days a week
Nick
live.
doesn't want to leave his team hanging. He's a team guy. I love that.
I'm a team guy. I bought into the family business.
He's,
Okay.
he's-
All right. Well, all right.
he's-
Let me tell you something about Nick. Let me tell you something about Nick.
Nick loves the spotlight.
All right? Nick tells
Let me tell you something about Nick. I'm
Let me
taking
tell you
Nick
something
to
about Nick. I know
dinner
way
tonight.
more about Nick than you do, and I won't tell everything, but I will tell you this. When he told me he was working at the coffee shop, I said, what the hell are you working at the coffee shop for? You know what his answer
Doing
was?
me a favor.
Okay, he's doing you a favor, and family's family. Hey, I'm glad he's doing it. I'm working with it. I'm working with it. He has responsibilities with me. I'm working with it. You have no idea how I'm working with it. All right? I'm working with it. Am I not working with it, Nick?
You are absolutely working with it.
Tell him whatever he needs to hear.
No. All right. So, Nick, when I say, why are you working at the coffee shop? What's the deal? And his answer was, listen to this. His answer was, because it's easy. It's easy.
It's easy money. Go ahead.
It's easy.
It's fine.
Katie's
Is that what I
okay with
said?
that?
That's what he said. It's easy.
remember
All right,
saying
go
that.
ahead, Ted. So we had the meeting.
Where was I? Gee. Well, I guess I'll have to take back what I said about Katie being on the show every day. I guess, it wasn't going to happen. But so we was coming together and it came unraveled just as fast as it all came together. And so it's just not going to happen.
Now,
So that big meeting that we were going to have is off.
Yeah, WWL is owned by Entercom Broadcasting. Okay, they're a 50,000 watt clear channel blowtorch. There are only 5 stations in the country that have that frequency, and it's all over the country. And you can hear it if you certain time day parts, usually in the morning, especially, which is what I was concerned with. You can hear it all over the country. Okay, you got WGN Chicago, you got WSB in Atlanta, right, Ted? You got what's the other one? So WWL, 50,000 clear watts. Yeah, it's clear channel.
There's a few. It used to be
There's
more.
a
in the
WBZ
past.
Boston.
Yeah, BZ.
Okay, so
BZ.
they're owned by Entercom. Mm-hmm. All right, their ratings are horrible, especially in the morning. All right, and it's slam on the guys on in the morning, and
I mean, it's just a different I feel like it's a generational thing, personally.
but I can go younger.
I'm saying that's why they don't have listeners.
think
It's like my
nobody's on
generation.
AM radio.
Nobody's listening to that in my generation.
They
it's dying.
simulcast on FM too.
They simulcast on FM. They do the Saints, which gets them up there. Okay,
Probably get some 3/4 of their audience.
but the main reason I want to do the show, okay,
Yep.
is because my daddy did the show. My daddy did the show. It's only natural that I do the show.
Yeah. Right.
Really?
On WWL.
Yeah. I mean, give him the mic. Now, listen.
Just heads in the mic.
Shut up.
She's like, I'm out.
Derek knows a lot of people at WWL.
I
He
do.
does.
I do. I have good relationships up there. We're still cordial. We're still friends. We still send. No, we don't send anything to one another.
So now
honestly-
the focus is on you, Derek.
Right.
That's right.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to
I
take
feel like we're
Vic's call
starting to
anymore.
come
The
full
focus
circle
is
of
on
why
you.
I'm actually here now. That's
All right. Yeah. All right. I'm talking to you, Derek. You and me alone.
Okay.
Forget anybody else is here.
I don't see anybody else here.
Okay. I hate to say this, but I made you a star.
You did.
I made you a star.
You did.
At HGTV. No one's been a bigger fan than me.
It's true.
You were going to be my weatherman.
It's true.
All that stuff.
All of it.
You'd think you'd put in a call to Diane.
Yep.
Tell you when to buy her a little lunch. I'll pay you back. Take her anywhere.
Yeah.
She enjoys food like the rest of us.
We're all fans of it.
She's the program director. She was my dad's boss. And tell her, hey, I've been doing this podcast with Victor Del Giorno, man. This guy is tailor-made to do his daddy's old show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, better lunch. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. What do you think? Like $15 a plate?
No, you can go high as you want.
Go high as you want.
Buy
Okay.
her, loosen her up. Buy her a couple drinks. I don't know.
Ooh, man.
Something like that.
Chili's has got a great happy hour. I don't know.
They do.
You don't have to talk me into Chili's.
We'll be back right after this.
All Over the Road New Orleans, sponsored by CoinTrader Inc. For gold prices, go to goldpricesnow.com.
'Tis the season to have unconstitutional authoritarian rules dictate what you can do. Would you like to be told you can't leave your own home? Told what you can and cannot do in your own home? And told that you can't celebrate Christmas? Well, this year, you are being told these things. And you can do all your holiday shopping nationally with Amazon, as all local businesses have been exterminated. But in reality, you probably don't have any more money left to tithe to Amazon, as we've helped you achieve poverty/social equality. So instead of exchanging gifts, exchange glances of hunger pains with your loved ones. because you don't have money to buy food either. Ooh, looks like you'll need more government because of what the government did to you, so you can have some government handouts. Be sure to keep voting communism/blue in the next election so we can continue protecting you from what we're doing to you. In exchange for your vote, we'll let you think your vote counts.
Hey guys, do you know that we have new all over the road New Orleans merchandising tchotchke? Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, we have the brand new all over the road t-shirt. And we have the bumper car window sticker. And all you have to do to get one of those is what, Ted?
You just need to go to our Facebook page.
Okay.
All Over the Road podcast, right?
Yep. And then, Nick, what do they do in order to get the merchandising?
Send us a screenshot DM'd to our Facebook or Instagram saying that you subscribe to the show. Just a little screenshot of our podcast, whether you listen to it on Apple or Google or Spotify or any of those other little fly-by-night apps that you can listen to podcasts on.
And that's all it takes.
It's that easy.
It's that easy.
No
Send
excuses.
us a screenshot, get a t-shirt or a sticker. Screenshot, sticker. And keep them clean. All I want is the sticker.
And that's all he wants.
Remember, just DM us. What does DM mean?
That's a direct message.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's what it means.
Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. A jingle bell swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing a bushel.
From New Orleans, the city of the cure. For God, this is your favorite podcast. It's all over the road, New Orleans. Victor Del Jordan. We've been discussing some things about Katie and Amanda Ducourbe. And Katie thought she was getting thrown off the show. Did we get that cleared up, Katie? Are you good with that now?
Yes.
Okay. And we still want you to be a major part of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I appreciate that.
Now, last year, New Year's Eve was the first time I ever met Derek. He was over here. We did a live stream on Facebook between, did we do 9 to midnight or 8?
It was 9.
We did 9. We did 9 to midnight.
hour.
I had a playlist. You know, I played some records.
You
of course,
did.
Facebook took them off.
And you got flagged because you didn't have the rights to the music.
We didn't know any better at
We
the
won't
time.
play any
I
records
guess.
this time. Maybe,
Yeah.
you
But
know,
it was video, too. It was Facebook Live. I mean, we had a big audience.
I was there for a birthday. I was in there for New Year's. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that birthday event on New Year's Eve has been canceled due to COVID. We'll do it again in 2021. So forget about the birthday, okay? There's going to be no birthday celebration here.
That means you're turning 29 next year. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah.
We're going to hold it over
There's
a
not
year.
going to be the birthday celebration has been officially canceled.
Why are you saying that? Because Cantrell,
it just is.
Latoya might be listening.
It just is.
Latoya is
canceled.
definitely listening.
Yeah.
It's my prerogative.
News
So
to me.
that was the first time I met Derek. All right, Nick, tell us about what's going on New Year's Eve between 10 and midnight from Martha's Vineyard. What's going to be going on?
We'll be doing a little live thing just like last year.
Yeah.
Just like, a few of us sitting around the table and guests will come in and come out and you never know who will be stopping by.
Yeah. Amanda's
But
going
you got to tune in.
Amanda's going to be here. We're going to call a guy by the name of Mike Bellarino, okay? And he's going to read the end of the year obituaries, which I think is fantastic. It's that people in the world. Let me tell you something. People in the world, the only reason they get the Times-Picayune is to read the obituaries. Yeah. So we're going to read some obituaries and talk about some people. I think that's a great thing to do at the end of the year. We're going to do about that. Michael Bellarino's going to be there. There'll be
Sounds like a great idea. People are just writing it down on their calendar now.
You know who else is going to be here? He was here.
What time are they going to do the old?
Sounds like an event that you don't want to miss.
Look,
We're going to be on.
Sounds like an event you don't want to be mentioned on.
I could.
We're going to be talking about all the dead people from
Listen.
10 to midnight.
We're the other
Tune
heavy
in.
hitters.
I could get an all-star cast here if I wanted to, but the madam of Martha's Vineyard, she goes, let's have a quiet New Year's. I didn't want a lot of people over here. So I've been inviting tons of people.
It is your birthday, and like
That's been canceled.
And it's
regardless, it's like people are still going to show up and want to spend time with you, and you can't be
Why?
sitting
Why?
here
I'm nothing
on a
special.
mic because they care about you.
Okay.
Right.
You need to
Why they come
go
over?
you need to go on at 10 and like say a little something, 10, 15 say a little something. Like you could do it like every 30 to 15 minutes, but like the show should start at 11 till midnight.
Should I be vulnerable, like Randy Lane says? Should I say something like where I'm vulnerable?
Am I clear? Did I make that clear?
Yeah, you're saying just do a couple breaks or whatever on
Like
Facebook.
some
and then-
teasers
yeah.
from 10
And then
till 11,
Yeah.
and then at 11 it's live from 11 to midnight.
Can you do like a
1 hour? No, I want to do at least 2 hours.
No, I'm pretty sure you have enough content to
do
really
you
make
think,
it
Derek?
action packed for an
What do you
hour.
think, Derek?
I mean, last year we sat around the last hour and it was
okay,
pulling
Katie,
teeth.
we get the point.
Okay.
Okay.
So noted.
If that's what's going to get you on the show next year, that's fine.
I'm excited to meet Amanda and have Katie there at the same time because it reminds me of the greatest book series of our times, Twilight, in which it was hashtag, Team Edward, Team Jacob. And I'm just going to go on the record now and saying Amanda seems like a sweet lady, but I'm going to be Team Katie. I'm going to have a T-shirt. Hashtag Team Katie, and I hope she does turn into a werewolf. That's all I'm saying. That was really what I was hoping.
Give me one of those. Give me a medium because I'm wearing tight shirts these days.
I saw it. Extra medium.
We can have the
medium.
And we're gonna have the fireworks.
Medium.
That's coming from the guy that never listens or shares the show that I made a big star out of.
He just shows up with a
He
microphone.
likes my gingerbread lattes.
Yeah. So I was
That's
asking about.
that's not a euphemism.
It comes for the baristas.
We're gonna have the fireworks.
There'll be fireworks on the balcony. We'll be able to see the entire city and all the fireworks if they have them. If the Latoya doesn't, Have you seen Latoya's Popeyes commercial, Katie? We've been talking about it on the show.
Awesome. It's really good.
Yeah.
I don't watch
Popeye
TV.
sales
It's
is
really
soaring.
weird. It's like somebody's videoing her, but it's not full widespread. It doesn't fit the screen.
She walks right in her front door.
She walks in her front door with a big old bag of Popeyes with the kitchen. She goes, "Ooh, baby, I got Popeye." Really? I'm
This
saying,
isn't-
what the frig is that? I'm thinking.
What do we have for the next show?
Yeah.
Also showing up on New Year's Eve is everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Pat McCrotch is going to be here. He was here with us last year, and he's fantastic.
He's only wearing the jacket.
He'll have something funky on.
Yeah, I remember him last year.
We want to make sure that you check out the live streams and these. All the proceeds from these go to starving musicians, and a lot of them are starving. I understand there's a new stimulus package coming out today. That we're taping this on the 17th of December. What they've been doing, it's called Fridays at the Funky Uncle. And it's a stream concert, and they have artists kind of like what Amanda's doing on her own, okay? And if you want to find out more, go to thefunkyuncle.live. When Amanda does, and I got Amanda a slot at one of these Funky Monkey shows, and when she does, we'll probably do a live podcast out there. But we're going to be on between. I think Katie's right. We'll just kind of like leave the cameras rolling. We'll leave it rolling. Leave the cameras rolling, okay? And we'll just do some pop and do some teases. Let people see what everybody's doing. Between 10 and 11, people can do comments. I'll come check the comment screen, and kind of we'll cyber chat. And then at 11 we'll do a show. And are you going to be here, Katie?
Absolutely. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Derek's going to be here, and I could have had Dan Snyder here. I could have had Will Lutz
That's
here.
all right.
Can't.
I could
COVID.
have had Will Lutz, who's just missed 3 of his last 4 field goals. I could have had him here,
You can't. COVID.
and all that stuff. That's Jay Dizzle, The Darkest Night, from Southern Cal. It's a Southern Cal beat. That's another show. It's another rap. Look, on the next show, we're going to talk about China versus Bangladesh. All right? China versus, yes, and we're going to hear from Michael Scott from the Michael Scott Paper Company, the old TV show The Office. He's going to be on here. We probably will. Nah, we're not going to talk about that. But we're going to also talk a little bit more about Ted and Is it mine or our visit?
Mine's
to the Cracker Barrel.
Mine and Ted's.
Yeah, we were together.
Mine and Ted's.
Did we have a bizarre experience at the Cracker Barrel yesterday?
Yeah.
Ted and mine.
Was that crazy or
Me
what?
and Ted.
Am I nuts or was
That's
that
what I
crazy?
would say. Me and Ted. Me and Vic. Yeah. I think we got somebody fired.
We did.
Possibly.
He did.
We got somebody fired at the Cracker Barrel in Gonzales, Louisiana. You heard me.
Beautiful Gonzales.
Thanks for
Home of
listening.
Cabela's.
Thanks to Derek, the star of HGTV's, selling the Big Easy. Well, where else? Britain's a star.
Look for
Katie,
season
Matt,
2
Nick,
coming
season 2 on the way.
soon.
Thanks for listening. We do love you.
They see things the wife is missing. Didn't ask for her permission. I'm wearing her clothes, her silk pantyhose, walking round in women's underwear. In the store, there's a teddy with little straps like spaghetti. It holds me so tight, like handcuffs at night, walking around in women's underwear.
In the office there's a guy named Melvin. He pretends that I am Murphy Brown.
He'll say, are you ready? We'll say, whoa, man. Let's wait until the wife is out of town. Later on, if you wanna, Walking around in women's underwear. Lacy things missing. Didn't ask permission. Wearing her clothes, silk pantyhose. Walking around in women's underwear. Walking around in women's underwear. Walking around in women's underwear.
This All Over the Road New Orleans podcast is brought to you by Coin Trader Inc. Mind your money.